Hey everyone, today I'm going to go over a cam table overflow attack. So I'm going to be talking in relation to CCDC, so I found a map of the place. And we're going to zoom in. Alright, so Lakeland was here in 2019, Tri-C was here in 2018. Off note, there's a microwave here, so if you're vegan, you can bring your own food. So anyways, we have the white team right here, the red team right here, and then the server room. So what a cam table overflow attack is, it's when a red teamer has physical access to your switch. They plug it in, and then they start sending out fake MAC addresses at a really fast rate, so fast that it overflows your MAC address table. And MAC address tables, from what I've seen, can only carry around 55,000 entries, and a tool called macOS and Linux that can do 150,000 in 1 minute. So when this MAC table overflows, it makes the switch into a hub, and that's not good because then they can overhear your traffic. Port security is not good for keeping hackers out because they can easily spoof your own MAC address using Nmap and finding out what it is. So here's the red team, and what they could do is they could just easily go into the server room. I think the Palo Altos are real, but I'm not sure that the Cisco equipment is. But you know, they could easily virtually do it in VMware where they just connect to that port. Alright, so we're gonna begin. I'll show you how to do port security, and this is how you prevent a MAC overflow attack. So I'm gonna open up GNS3. So we have our switch. And I can only find layer 2 switches, layer 3 I mean. And then we have PCA, which is real. And then we have a PC attacker, which is fake. So I've already set the IP addresses up. And we can ping to 0.10. We'll just use that to see if we can ping over the network. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to see what happens without port security. I'm going to delete that, connect that to 00. Go back here, and we have PC attacker, so I'm going to do ping 192.168.0.10, and we can ping that, which is really bad because we don't want hackers unplugging and plugging computers in now, or even doing cam overflow attacks. So I'm going to delete that and bring it back over here. So we want to do port security on this PC. So we go over to the switch, enable configure T, interface G00, and then we do switch port. Okay, so there's a rule for this. It needs to be, the port either needs to be access or trunk. So I'm gonna make VLAN 10 and name it student. Alright, I'm gonna go to G11 and do switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 10, and exit out of that, and then go back to interface G0 and do the same thing. Alright, switch port, port security. We have options. So I'm going to do a maximum of 1. That means there's only one MAC address that's allowed, and if it raises up the count to 2, it'll do whatever the violation is. So violation, we have 3 options: protect, restrict, and shut down. Protect's a bad option because it doesn't generate any logs, so you won't know what happened. It's really shy. Restrict, it'll do everything protect does, but it'll generate a log. Shut down will shut down that port. And for CCDC, I like to do shut down, because when I'm debugging stuff, I don't want to keep guessing. It would help me if I saw it was shut down. Maybe not for the trunk port, but the access ports is okay to do shut down. So I'm going to change it to shut down. And what other options we have? Now we have MAC address. I haven't seen forbidden before. I've only seen sticky, dynamic, and static. So I guess that h.h is static, but I don't want to type anything out. So what sticky does is it takes whatever's connected to G00 and it learns that. So I'm going to do that option. And I believe we're all done here. Oh, no. We need to do switch port security to turn it on. Copy running config into starting config. Just so if we shut down the switch, it'll remember what we've did. We have a show MAC address table. Which is weird. Maybe I just need to send a packet out. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it doesn't learn any MAC addresses if you don't send traffic out. Alright, so we have 00 and it's static because that sticky just changes that whatever the MAC address is into the static. And show port security. It'll show our port security over here. So G00 MAC secure 1, current account 1, and then if it goes up to 2, we're gonna have a security violation. Alright, now let's do the attack. So a hacker walks in and they're gonna disconnect this and plug their own computer in. Now I didn't enable PortFast on here, so we might have to wait 30 seconds. That was a bad idea. Spanning-Tree mode, Rapid-PVST, and then interface G00, Spanning-Tree, PortFast. Alright, now let's ping 192.168.0.10. And we're gonna get a port security violation. So it's gonna shut down G00. I didn't have to enable logging, but what the command might be is terminal monitor. or else you won't get these messages, or you won't see them. Alright, so what do we do when we have a violation? You can also do this. Show IP interface brief. We will see that it's down. So we have to go back into interface G00, and we have to do shut, no shut, but we're still gonna get a port security violation. Because it doesn't match the MAC address for port security. Alright, if we do shut, no shut, it should work now. Shut, no shut. If we go to PCA and try to ping PCB, we're ready now. So this isn't a good method for stopping the attacker getting into your network, because they could just spoof the MAC address, but it's good for them not doing a MAC overflow attack. And how you would do that attack is you'd have Kali Linux open, and you'd use a tool called MacOF. I just had the number to 20 because I don't want to flood my own network, but it kind of looks like that, and they start sending bogus MAC addresses to the switch, and then the table overflows. They can also change their MAC address to, yeah, it's called MAC Changer. So they would use that. So port security is only good for preventing flooding. So that's one type of attack you can prevent during CCDC, and I think 1 out of 10 it's likely they would do that. Maybe if they're having trouble hacking you, they would resort to that. So this attack's not likely. Okay, bye.